I'm on 1 2. Check Jesus 1 2. We bless. 1 2. I'm on 1 2. We bless your name. Now I'm on. Check Jesus 1 2. We bless. 1 2. I'm on 1 2. We bless your name. Now I'm on. So I'm gonna share on self improvement principles, and I'm gonna share on self improvement principles. I'm gonna share a few of them. I'm gonna so that they can be of help to us. So growth must be intentional. Growth must be intentional. Growth must be intentional. Growth must be intentional. Growth requires change, and people don't like change. Like now, if you look at me, I don't have hair, but some years back I used to have like a nice hairstyle box, and used to even to curl my hair, put some chemical, and sometimes just to make it silkish and or whatever, and I don't know, curly. That's what I mean, because I have some hard hair. But right now I cannot be able, because I got an airport right in the middle of my head. So change is inevitable, but growth is optional. You can choose to grow, or you can choose not to grow. I've said this before. I know of people, because like one of the ladies, she says that because she did not go to school, she does not want to grow. Even the phone, she cannot operate the phone. Even learning. I saw a kid that just came to the States, like how many, last year in October. That kid right now is able to speak Spanish because he doesn't care. He tries mix English and Swahili, and then what is funny is that they met with a girl who's Spanish, and this Spanish kid does not know English also. So both of them cannot speak English, but they communicate. But this kid, because of playing with other kids, is able to throw in some English words. And I believe in 1 year's time, that kid will be speaking English. But another person who's like maybe 60, 70 years old, because she's put a barrier in her mind that she cannot learn English. So she's just there saying she cannot learn. Even if you go to a meeting, because most meetings will be preached in English, she's there and say, oh, I did not get anything. Why? Because she put a barrier to herself. Don't put a barrier for growth in your life. Growth today is a seed for success tomorrow. Growth today, your growth, the way you tell yourself that you will grow today, it is a barrier. It is a seed for tomorrow. It is a seed for tomorrow. It is a seed for tomorrow. It is a seed for tomorrow that you are going to grow. You know what I'm saying? It is a seed for tomorrow. It is a seed for tomorrow. It is a seed for tomorrow. So have you changed lately? Last week, last month, this year, what can you say that you've grown in? Have you grown in your prayer life? Have you grown in your studying of the word? Have you grown in the way you treat people, the way you treat your wife, the way you treat your child, the way you treat people, the way you talk to people? Have you grown? So growth is a choice. And the difference between successful people and those who are not in the ability to, and those who are not, it is the ability to maximize their potential. So when you grow, when you make a choice of growing, you are going to maximize your potential. Growth, it is a choice. It is a decision that makes a difference. And so commitment is required for growth personally. So commitment is required. You have to be committed that you say, I'm gonna grow. Like now, personally, a good example I can give is in music. Like I learned to play the musical instruments some years back, but now because I don't practice anymore like I used to practice, now there are things that have come up. Like the way they are playing the keyboard right now is a different way. There's a different style they play. Even if it's Swahili songs, there's a style, because music itself evolves every time. They are coming up with new ways. So, and if I don't practice, I find myself I am behind. Why? Because I don't practice. I spend more time in reading and studying than practicing. But there are some places where people don't mind, like where people sing old school songs, like Swahili songs. Over there, I can flow. Like sometimes I go to a church called Trinity. Those ones they sing Kikuyu songs. Those songs I'll flow. But for where people are singing current songs, there I lag behind a little bit. Why? Because I've not practiced, I've not been practicing. Now, growth is a choice. So I have to make a point of now exercise, practicing, and putting hours of learning from YouTube and learning new ways, how what people are doing nowadays, how people are playing, those semitones, how people are playing before they go to a four. There's some passing notes, there's a place they pass on, so that they play music, but is on a better sounding music, So I need to learn those things. So commitment is required in person. You have to purpose that you're going to grow. So to be successful, keep growing. So how have you changed lately? I want to ask you that question. So, and when you grow, you know what? After you've done practice, you've done some things, that growth brings contentment. But if you're not growing, you're not going to be content. I want to share with us a few of self-improvement. One, choose a life of growth. One man, he was a musician, and even at 90 years old, at 90 years old, one man, at 90 years old, he was asked, why are you still practicing at this age? He's called Casellos, and he used to train 6 hours every day, and he still continued to practice. He was asked why. He says, I think I'm making progress. That's what he said. He said, I am making progress. So it is not tomorrow that is the best time to learn. It is today that is the best time to learn. Say you are advancing consistently. Continue to grow. Grow as a leader. Develop people's skills by improving on yourself, on how to handle people, how to deal with people. People will offend you. Some people they shun away from people. Yet the same people are the same people that have your blessing. Because if you are doing business, it is people you need. It's people that you need. So the same people that offend you and you say you're going to stay away from them, you need to be there. You to know how to deal with them. There's a guy who sang and said, Tigana. No, even if you're gonna leave them, but make sure you know how to deal with people. Live a life of growth. Say I am advancing, not I am holding on by position. To improve on a society, on an organization, you have to improve. You have to grow yourself. Don't say that people are bad. It is you who is not knowing how to deal with them. So improve on people's skills. So I said choose a life of growth. I could have written it down, but let's continue. And I think start growing today. It is not what you're going to do. It is what you are doing that counts. That's what Napoleon said. He says that it is not what you're going to do. It is what you are doing today. So growth today is an investment for tomorrow. And everyone who got where he is, he started where he was. Everyone who got where he is today, all those people, the guy who started Amazon, Microsoft guy, Bill Gates, all those people, they started somewhere. Everyone who got where he is, he started where he was. So start where you are today. Start where you are, then you can continue to grow. And growth is your responsibility. As kids, it is our parents who could nurture us, who could push us to go to school and all that. But today, it is your responsibility for you to grow. And I realize that your destiny, keep on saying about your destiny, your canon, your destiny is contained in what you do today. If my destiny is contained in what I do today, then I need to be careful. I need to work hard. I need to wake up early. I need to plan my time. I need to exercise. I need to eat healthy. I need to take care of myself today so that my tomorrow can be better. So your tomorrow begins today. Already some people are in they are in tomorrow, like now in India or in some other parts of the country, like in Australia, they are already some hours ahead of us. So they're already in tomorrow. So tomorrow is determined by what you do today. Growth is your responsibility. Commit yourself to development today. Another thing that is focus on focus on self-development, not on self-fulfillment. Some people are so worried about self-improvement, self-fulfillment. How they themselves will feel. Like somebody, I've seen some people when they're serving food, is that they'll put food on for them to serve is for them to eat first before other people, and they put food on the side of the mouth. And when they come in to serve you, they cannot even smile. Why? Because she knows she put food on her left side. And you say, hello, you say, what food is this? That's when you realize this person has filled food and she's hiding. I'm like, you can just eat, put a plate and eat. Nobody will ask you. But don't hide, you know. So don't worry so much about self-fulfillment. You're just thinking about yourself. How you buy your own food. How it's all about, it's about I, me, and myself. I know you have to love yourself, but not to a point where you just think about yourself only. There are people says, I'm finding myself, I'm finding myself. So even as you're finding yourself, that's selfish. Find ways to develop yourself. And also think about improving as how you can bless others. The churches that are thinking about building the society, helping the disadvantaged, those churches are growing very fast. But if at all is about just you and your personal goals, it takes quite some time. Self-improvement is developing potential to fulfill what you are created to do. So self-improvement, or self-development, it is developing that potential, the potential you have inside of you to fulfill what you be. Every one of us has been created for a certain assignment, a certain purpose. So as you've been created for a certain purpose, you improve yourself. Be it academically, be it in the marketplace, whatever thing. For those of us who are in healthcare, they tell you that you have to do 12 CE, continuous education learning, 12 credit, I think 12 credit hours every year. So you need to keep on advancing because there are things that they come out that are new. So you need to learn the new thing. If at all is food handling, there's something they come out. They could have said that maybe this is how we do, but maybe the jams have developed a way of immunity, and they can advance to some other things. So they tell you another time. Remember when there was COVID, they could say like wash your hands like this or put on mask. Then sometimes they say you don't have to put on mask. So every time there's something that because they're always researching. So you need also to advance in the things of the spirit, in mental stuff, in physical stuff. You need to improve yourself also. You need also to be learning so that you can fulfill what you're created to do. Number 4. So I said that choose a life of growth and then start growing today and then focus on self-improvement. I don't have a lot of time. And then never get satisfied with current accomplishments. The greatest enemy of tomorrow's success is today's success. The greatest enemy of tomorrow's success is today's success. Wins like losses are temporal, so keep growing. So if you won yesterday, does not mean that what made you to win yesterday will make you win today. No. What got you there, settle me, is what will keep you there. What made you win won't keep you at the top. What made you win yesterday is not what that will keep you there tomorrow. So don't get complacent, get hungry. Apostle Kimani was here and was saying, obey your thirst. Get angry for the things of God, for the things of the Spirit. Obey your thirst. You know, that don't settle. In prayer life, I like one of my friends, she's called Evangelist Carol. She said, I want to pray. And sometimes she just bring her daughter here and say, nataka tu kwenda kuomba. I want to go pray. So that's the way we should be hungry. Be hungry that you want to develop yourself. Develop yourself. You're building your spirit, man. You want to grow. You want to today. So you've been praying at 15 minutes. Say, I wanna improve. Even if it's 20 minutes, that is growth. Even if you say you've been praying for 30 minutes, you go an hour. Now that is growth. You've grown, and you should even celebrate yourself. So baby steps. You can take baby steps. In working out, if you go like 12 repetitions, and maybe you try and do 15, that is something that will bring a big change in your life. Even if you just, maybe some of us is just saying avoiding some foods. For some of us, improving on our eating habits. It could be something. Some of us is studying. Some of us, it's been long since you took a book to read. You need to engage your mind. I learned that the exercise of the brain is to read. Challenge yourself to read. Challenge yourself to something difficult, so that because your brain has capacity. I read some years back, I cannot remember where I read it from, but it said that by the time you are dying, that you not even have used 10% of your brain capacity. You will not have used even dukana koroha hodirage shuje ekomi akia meshire maku. Your brain capacity, you not even have used even 10%. We use very little percent of our brain. So
And that's why you find some people, they can learn Spanish, they can learn someone, they can speak like 7 languages, like one professor of football. It's because they don't limit. So don't limit. So don't get satisfied with your current accomplishment. Hunger for more. A loser wants to win, yet he has not known what he should do to keep himself at the top of themselves at the top. So don't settle for status quo. So as I said earlier that self-development, it draws you towards your destiny. It develops you. It is developing your potential to become what you are created to do. Self-development draws you towards your destiny. It takes you closer to your destiny. Don't settle for less. Enjoy success briefly and start progressing forward. Just a minute, I need to answer the phone. So don't sort of enjoy success briefly and start progressing forward. The fifth thing is that be a continual learner. I learned that to be a good leader, you have to be a learner. You have to be a learner. You have to be learning. You have to be, and that's why sometimes, as a leader, you come to a place where you feel, oh, I still need to continue learning. I need to continue learning. 1 2, mic check 1 2. You still need to continue learning. So don't sort of enjoy. You still need to continue learning. Be a continual learner. A third, statistics say it was taken by a certain university. I can't remember which university, but they said a third of workers are too busy to learn that they are 2 years behind in their careers. Why? Because they do not learn. So when you learn, you'll be ahead. But if you don't learn, you'll be behind. Let me see if I can change the. Wish I could get something golden. To match with my t-shirt. So like I said, in healthcare, they keep on telling you, learn. Successful people are ways ahead. Learn something every day. Build on what you've learned yesterday. Whatever you learned yesterday, build on it and continue to learn. Continue to learn. Continue to learn. Number 6 is develop a plan for growth. Develop a plan for, follow it through. If you spend 1 hour a day on that thing that you're planning, that thing that let's say you're studying, maybe on a career, maybe you want to do accounts. If you spend an hour a day, in the next 5 years, people are going to be listening to you on that craft, whatever is it that you are doing. People will want to listen to you. You'll become an expert in that subject, even if it's in the area, whichever area. If it's music, spend 1 hour every day like practicing on it, and then add some more hours like studying, reading books, reading to audios, listening to podcasts, reading articles, reading magazines, reading books. If you're good in reading books, if you're good in reading articles, look for stuff, looking for brochures, flyers that have information about what you're learning. Improve yourself. Have the discipline of growth, one of the guys I listened to, he was saying this, that have a schedule, like a Monday, there's something you do, even if you cannot do like every day, all of these things. Plan, like Monday, there's a specific day. Like for him, he says on Monday, have a devotional, like one hour a day. Then on a Tuesday, you can say you're gonna read a a book on maybe leadership. On the third day, which is a Wednesday, you can just write quotes, and whatever you write, file it, keep it somewhere so that you're able to retrieve it, and then read a book on leadership on the subject you're studying. For you who's on healthcare, read books about it. Read books about how you need to improve on people, how you need to handle clients, staff, the managers, And then on a Friday, what you do is spend an hour reading, and then half an hour reflecting, and then also you put those things in files so that you can be able to. So look for useful materials, look for videos, look for magazine that you can. Even YouTube has a lot of, there are things you can learn just from that thing. Like of late, I've been learning about, there's something I've been learning. Maybe I will not say it this year over here because you think about it's childish. But as long as I go there and train 1 hour, that's enough. And if I stay without going to practice that thing, I actually find out it takes me a lot of time for the next week. Why? Because I did not go for 1 week. So whenever you practice something 1 hour or half an hour every day, that is quite some good time. And then 7 is pay the price. Just on the principles we've learned so far, I said to choose a life of growth, start growing today, focus on self-development, not on self-fulfillment, and then never get satisfied with current accomplishments or status quo, and then be a continual learner. And then develop a plan for growth. Follow through whatever you're learning. Pay the price. Paying the price, the 7th one, requires discipline. There's a cost to pay. It is lonely at the top. It is uncomfortable. It takes time. It demands. Sometimes you sacrifice your leisure time. You'll face constant change. So take risks. It costs. Sometimes it takes money. Like now, there's something I need to buy for me to play some instruments better. There's something that I need. Some of it costs $1,000. Some of it costs $500, and it's $1,000. It costs $500, and I need to buy that thing, or I can even get a cheaper one at $100. But that thing I need to have it for me to sound better. And that's why you see some people giving up, because when the price of growth is high, people stop growing. I've met some people say, I tried learning the keyboard, and I cannot be able to do it. Why? Because they stop. But if you push on and you persist, you can do it. Success requires effort. Listen. You cannot sit and wait for success. No. Success takes effort. You cannot sit and wait at you just improve anyhowly. Apana. It takes some effort. Success takes some effort, my brother, my sister. Success takes effort. It takes effort. Roosevelt, he was the president of the US, he says there hasn't been a person who stayed idle that's worth remembering. You cannot find in history where they are saying that, this guy used to sit 10 hours idle, and they built a statue for him. It is people that did something. I don't know. I was looking at a statute of it could be Sadio Mane, and they have built a statue for him, but it doesn't look so good. But those guys, they are recognized that this guy has built hospitals, this guy has built roads, this guy has built stadiums for us. They can remember something he has done. What will you be remembered for? You can just change, even if you can change one single life. That's important. Find a way to apply what you have already learned. Number 8, find a way to apply what you've already learned. I realize that sometimes we go to conference, like now we were in a conference. Now and then also there's another conference now again, and then maybe there's gonna be another conference. But when do we have time to apply what we've learned? Sometimes I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. I need to go to the streets now and apply what I've learned. We keep on talking about revival. So revival where? So what does revival just make us to feel good? You need to go to the streets and talk to these people that are hard to deal with. The next is like I need to fast before I go. God says go deal with them. As for the guys that are evil, they don't even care. They will talk to you. They will come tell you things, crazy things. If somebody is an abuser, he will come and challenge you and accuse you and tell you about whatever. They don't even take time. They just unleash whatever they are made to. So we need to come to a point where whatever we've learned, we utilize it, and that's the best way. And sometimes when I've learned something, I like even coming and posting it online, because if I stay until Sunday, sometimes I just find myself just speaking to myself, or speaking to the air. So I need to come and release it. I know it will bless somebody in future. That's why I come. So find a way to apply what you already learned. Don't let your learning lead you to knowledge. Let your learning lead you to action. That's one person said. He's called Jim. He says, don't let your learning lead you just to know. Let it lead you to action. Apply what you learned in real life. Develop habits that help you to grow and learn. Then file. If you can be able to file. The reason why we are able to go back to history and check on things is because there are people who filed whatever they learned, and we can learn them. Like Charles Spurgeon, they wrote down, they noted down, they put it, and some people came out, and then they took whatever these guys and then we can be able to learn today. So know that you can be able to file whatever you've learned for the future generation, that even the generations to come, that they can come and, sorry, I'm sweating, it's 81 Fahrenheit, my fan is on, but I'm still hot. And then apply information as soon as you learn it. Don't wait, don't just keep it there. It is for somebody else. And then ask yourself, what did I learn? Where did I learn it? When did you learn it? Who else can it help? Like when I read a book, and I shared with one of my friends, and we were excited. And I came to realize also that the person whom I was learning from, that book I was reading from, but that is by John C. Maxwell, and in TCC or ICC, I think nowadays they call it ICC. I used to hear that they used to have like mentorship classes in the morning, where people who go and just study a book, and when they study a book, then they put those principles to work. And when they put those principles to work, and every day for you to be a member, you have to go through that school of learning, So ask yourself, what is it? When was the last time you learned something? Something in human nature tempts us to stay where we are comfortable. That's Fred Smith who said that. That's something in human nature tempts us to say, you just want to feel good. We stay on a place, we call it a plateau. You don't want to climb mountains. You want to stay there in a resting place. And some people even don't like to meet new people, because new people will stretch them. They just want to be there. Sometimes I tell my people, let's go to this church, let's go fellowship with these guys, because they are more, there's some things they do maybe different from us, and they are way ahead of us anyway. Maybe in terms of attendance and all that, or they've been here longer. So you go learn new things. People just want to stay where they are. Climb the mountain of growth one step at a time. Don't plateau. Don't stay in the same place. Grow, enlarge. Bible says in Isaiah 54, extend the tent, extend your tent of enlargement, broaden it, grow bigger. Do you know they say about the stomach that it has the potential to grow? I think you've seen some people when they are sick that the stomach can really stretch. It can stretch like 5 times its normal size. It can stretch so many times. It's a muscle that is a skin that can stretch really large. So that's the same thing you have. You can stretch yourself. It is never too late to be what you might have become. George Eliot says that. He's a novelist. He says, it is never too late to be what you might have been. It is never too late to become, to be what you might, it is never too late to be what you might have become. This message sounds more like a self-motivational topic, but it built me up. I'm gonna share it. So it is never too late. It is never too late to be what you might have become. Next time we're going to learn about what you need to know. So in a brief, or in a nutshell, I shared about 8 points. I say that choose a life of growth. In future, maybe I'm going to be having a PowerPoint on the side so you can follow easily. Then start growing today, because I can do that. I'm also learning, I'm also growing. And then focus on self-development. Never get satisfied with current accomplishments. The greatest enemy of tomorrow's success is today's success. I heard even Miles Monroe says it, that the greatest enemy of current success, of tomorrow's success, is today's success. Have you had people that say, oh, so what about now? I had somebody say oh, I'm waiting for I think Apostle. When they will open a prayer center, I'll be going. Listen, you don't have to wait. You can pray in your house. You can pray in your bedroom. You can lock yourself in your closet and pray. You can go into the toilet and pray. You can go to the bathroom and lock yourself there and pray. And you can even lie down on the sitting room. When people are asleep, you can pray over there. What are you talking about? You don't have to wait until they build. It's good for those places they build, yeah. Just a minute. Growth as a attend a conference. So I said choose a life of growth. Start growing today. Focus on self-development, not in self-fulfillment. Never get satisfied with current accomplishments. And then be a continuous learner. And then develop a plan for growth. Pay the price, and then find a way to apply what you've already learned. Amen. We shall continue with that, and it's a very good topic. It shall bless you. It has blessed me. My mind is blown. Joseph Kirema here. I minister at Springs of Life Worship Center, and I love the Lord, and I love you guys. God bless you. Kindly share, subscribe if you weren't. That's the way, and also share with me whatever you're doing, and then we build each other. I mean, there's some talents I have that I can share, and there's some talents you have that can be of benefit to me. Wherever for those of you who are in mental health things, I need someone who can come and teach it in my church, so that people can just learn about it, and we'll appreciate you. And just teach it as a topic. Don't put like Kiroho. You teach as it is, like say it blankly. Tell people that they need to be mentally stable. Praise be to God. God bless you. Make sure you grow. You have no option. You have to grow, develop. In Kikuyu is whatever it is, but grow spiritually. Amen. It sounds like an insult. So, but grow. You have to grow. You have to go to the next moment. Even kids, have you seen even Wachawis? They desire their children to be better. Your own body, I was thinking about your body. You maybe some years back you'd never had gray hair. Today you have gray hair. You have hair in unknown places. Hair just why? Because you're growing. Your nails, no matter how you trim them, they'll come up. They'll grow big again. Your beard, I also have to shave. Like every week I have to shave. There are people who have to shave daily, because why? Because your body is growing. Every time is growing. Every time when your heart is beating, it means you are. I learned about a tree. That trees, as long as a tree is alive, it will keep on producing. It keeps on producing either leaves or something, and grows going taller every day. And if you want to know the age of a tree, is that when you cut the back, the stem, the trunk, and you see the rings around it. It denounces the years that tree has lived, has been alive, maybe years. Every year it grows something. Okay, so even for us, we have to grow. We have to grow. Joshua 1:8, this book of the law you shall meditate upon it day and night. Then you shall do everything that is written in it. Then you shall make your way successful. So there's a God part and your part, and many times we leave it to God. We say God, 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 God. Now listen, you need to mwachia Yesu atawale. You need to let go and allow the Lord to lead you in all your ways. Allow the Lord to lead us in all ways, in the name of Jesus. Allow the Lord to lead you in all your ways. Allow the Lord. Let the Lord have his way. So allow the Lord to lead you in all your ways, and your life will never be the same again. Amen. So let us continue growing. Let us desire more. I don't know about you, but for me, I feel that in my life, like if it's in the area of prayer and fasting, I still need to go deeper. If it's the area of studying the word, I need to go deeper. If it's in the talents that I have that are outside that, like sometimes I play the keyboard when there's no keyboardist, or I can play the guitar. It could be acoustic, it could be the electric. I can just be a standby or an auxiliary instrumentalist. I also need to grow on it. I need to learn more of those things that they are doing nowadays. Spiritually the same. I need to listen more to God. I need to learn to have that listening ear. I need to venture more into the gifts of the Spirit. That's my desire. That by the end of this year, I need to grow my capacity in dealing with people, handling people. Maybe my how I handle people is not, I've not improved it. I need to improve on that. I need to break forth from the cocoon of being an introvert and now start to talk to people, engaging with people, and also a way of like evangelism. How do I break the ice? I need to learn how to talk to people, especially people of this country where I'm at. I'm in the States. So I need for you to have a conversation. How do you start a conversation, and how you can be able to lead somebody to the Lord and share with them about the Lord, the goodness of the gospel. So we need to do all those things, and the Lord, God says that he will help us. So may God bless you. It's a blessing to always share with you the gospel. Amen. Thank you everybody. Thank you.